Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Welcome back to the Roosevelt show. We got a special show, a special episode. It's called Super Bowl weekend, but we're gonna get into some details of some shit tonight. Hopefully everybody has had a prosperous week. Hopefully everybody has done something constructive in their life this week. If not, we're gonna be talking about you motherfuckers tonight. But anyhow, y'all know we got to run this intro, man. So we'll see y'all in about a minute or so. Here we go. Yeah, man. Welcome back to the Roosevelt show, man. Let me go ahead and drop a bomb for us this evening, man, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, yeah. Good evening, fellas, man. Hey, listen, man. How y'all doing, man? Everything good with y'all, man? We like to go around the damn panel. I know I ain't gonna even tell y'all what Hunted P sipping on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Uh so I'm
That
gonna
nigga
start
got a
with
bottle of bumpy face over there.
no, hell no, he don't.
He would be better with that.
He
Uh,
got a
uh,
bottle of bumpy face or a bottle of Tangeray. Smooth
Tor-
face. Dig him? Come on.
Be better with that
Taurus,
too.
he might be better with the bumpy face, but not tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's on and cracking. My nigga finna let loose and do what he do. Uh Taurus, man, how was your week, man? I know last week you wasn't on the episode, so it's been a couple weeks, man. How's your last couple of weeks been, my brother?
Oh shit, just busy. Every day above dirt is a good day for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. 100p, man. If you hear, man, if your
What up? What up?
antennas if your antennas lined up properly, which I know they are, how you feeling this evening, man? How was your week, my brother?
I mean, it was good, man. Like every day above ground is a good day. So I mean, why complain? Just try to make money and make your life better. Every day you got air in your breath. But my week was the same, going over research, looking over stuff online, getting some numbers from this and that, so it's pretty interesting.
Indeed. Big LA, man. I gotta speak on it, man. How was your week this week, my brother?
Man, it was a good week. I can't even complain like that. You know what I'm saying? I got moms, I got kids, you dig me? I got my woman, I'm good.
Righteous. He said he got his woman, his mama bear. He good. You know what I'm saying? Last time y'all seen me last week, man, I was having some technical difficulties. So I publicly want to give a shout out to my brothers that held it down, man. 100p, Big LA. Shout out to Milo. He ain't here tonight, you know what I'm saying? For running the episode, last week that was very monumental. I want to drop a bomb for them, you know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Him and baby went to the honeycomb hideout this week.
You
Why
say
y'all laugh? Why
you
y'all laugh? Why y'all can just let that roll?
you say what now?
They
Who
went to
did
the
what?
honeycomb hideout this week.
Mm, well, goddamn, the honeycomb hideout. Is this a place
Yeah,
where is this a place where everybody can go? Is everybody welcome to the honeycomb hideout?
yeah, as long as you don't tell nobody else.
That nigga crazy, man. That nigga crazy. Uh, that nigga crazy.
It's one of
Uh,
those if you know type. You know what I'm saying?
right. As y'all can see, man, we labeled this episode Super Bowl Weekend Edition, but that's not going to be the only thing that we talk about. Uh, but since it is Super Bowl weekend, man, What's y'all pick? What's y'all picks, man? I'm gonna go around, man. You want? I mean, I know these ain't your teams, and anybody that may be watching, you know what I'm saying. Whether you get in the comments now or later, you know what I'm saying. Uh, who y'all rolling with, man? Frisco or Kansas City, man?
I'm rolling with San Fran.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay. Why you say that, Taurus? What's
Oh, I'm just hating. I don't want to see Patrick Mahomes win another Super Bowl. Not this soon.
hello?
No other reason.
Hello. That's that's something, to think about. You know what I mean? Do you think let me ask you this. While you rolling with San Fran, do you feel like the Chiefs may have do you consider them a dynasty at this point? That I think they've been in the Super Bowl uh the last 3 out of the last 4 years they've been in the Super Bowl out of three, and they won what three? I think
Two.
um,
They won two so far.
they won two
No,
so
two.
far.
Yeah.
Do you consider them a
I think this
dynasty?
will be their fifth Super Bowl, is it?
6.
I say if they win another Super Bowl Sunday, yes, I would consider it a dynasty.
Mm, mm, that's real.
I don't want them to catch the Patriots. Even
That's
though I'm
real.
not a Patriots fan, but I think Tom Brady was the best as of right now.
So you saying he's the best of all time? Basically,
Yeah,
is be the
Brady.
best.
Yeah,
Mm,
I would say Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, uh, Elway, in that
mm,
order.
you
mm,
got Peyton Manning.
mm.
Nobody worry about Manning weird ass.
Shit. Hey,
He
the
played for the
numbers don't
Colts. He
lie.
played. Hey, he played for the Colts. I'm
I
gonna
mean,
forever feel that way about that man.
if we talking like this, does Joe Montana get into that conversation? He won some rings. He won
I'm
I
some
talking
rings.
mean,
about.
I
I'm talking about. Well, as far as just being a badass quarterback, hell yeah, Peyton Manning too.
Mm,
If you taking the
Some of the best quarterbacks didn't
NFL
win a
guys,
ring.
Joe
mm.
Michael
Montana
Vick,
belongs in that conversation. I say,
Yeah,
Mike
but
Vick.
just a lot of people didn't see Joe Montana. That was a long time ago. So unfortunately, he
Wasn't that
doesn't
long
have the
ago.
benefit.
right.
If you were born in the '90s, you do not know who Joe Montana is.
Yeah, you do.
Even if you were
If
born in
you're
the
a, if
'80s, you
you're
may not know who Joe Montana is.
if you're a
Only
if you're a
reason I
student of the
say that
game,
is
you will
because
be.
look at the era we in. Everybody got a computer. I'm pretty sure, man. Like, come on, man. You been hearing some of these little kids nowadays be talking about, man, that damn Jack Tatum used to hit hard. Like, man, you 12. How the hell you know about Jack Tatum?
Because they
But
did their
some of the
research.
best they research. So that they know about Montana. But like I say, some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL had never won a ring, and one being Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. Yes, indeed. Dan Marino was a great fucking quarterback. I think did he ever get to the dance? Did he ever get to the Super Bowl?
I think he did.
I think
I
the
think he
first
did
year,
his first year.
he got to the
Who
Super
who did
Bowl.
y'all say again? Y'all was cutting out.
Oh,
Dan
Dan
Marino.
Marino.
Dan
Yeah, yeah,
Marino, and I
Dan
also
made it
want
to
to
the
say
Super
Jim
Bowl.
Kelly.
Kelly
Yeah,
Jim,
made it too, once or twice.
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Jim
Kelly
Kelly.
made it 4
No,
times.
Kelly made it four
Oh,
times
there
in a
it is.
row.
Yo,
Yep.
Can you
that
imagine that emotional damage you gonna suffer after making it four times and not winning one? You didn't went
I
back to the
remember
Super
that
Bowl
shit.
four damn times and didn't come away
Yeah.
with one.
I think ESPN, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 30 for 30 episode. They call it like the four falls or something like that. Um, and that was the story that we talking about was included into that. Um, you know, I'm a Raiders fan, so I technically can't root for Kansas City because they in the same division. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them niggas, right? but I also cannot root for San Francisco because at one point it was the Oakland Raiders against San Francisco, which is, crosstown rivals, automatically. But I do hear a lot of people out here in AZ where I live, saying that they would prefer for San Francisco to win because Brock Purdy is here from Arizona. He went to Gilbert High School out here, which is maybe 20 minutes away. I was watching on the news this morning. They put like, Brock Purdy Way or something that leads into the school, whatever, whatever. But what I do hope is that it's a good game. I hope it's not like a blowout to where it gets boring. Um, I don't look forward, if I'm being politically correct, I don't look forward to Usher performing at the fucking, halftime show. I would prefer,
Hey, but
you know,
Bieber might be with him.
who?
Justin Bieber?
Did he
Justin
just
Bieber might be.
nigga?
How
Is
does
that
that
gonna
improve
make it better?
anything?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying, nigga? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, nigga? What P, that's gonna make it. Put the 211 down, man. Put the
That's
211.
that's just being sarcastic. I seen that clip earlier. They were saying like we don't know if he's going to perform or not, but we're pretty sure that Bieber will be there. And I was saying to myself like, so if Bieber would perform with Usher, would that make that performance like more ultimate or what? Because I don't. Me personally, I couldn't tell you the last Bieber song that he made.
I mean, it would, it would intense more followers. I will tell you that for sure. Justin Bieber's got a lot of fans. You know what I'm saying? From when he was young and shit, dancing and doing all this pop shit to now, he's a grown man. Yeah, it will work.
Let's
I
be
could
let's
see
be real. One of the best halftime performances still was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg at SoFi Stadium. That
facts.
was probably one of the most epic performances. I don't know the
Facts.
numbers. I don't know how much money it made or whatever. I'm not saying it was the biggest, but I'm telling you, we've been watching Super Bowl halftime shows for I want to say we could say clearly over 30 years, all of us, So
Mm-hmm.
have we ever seen a show like that?
Michael Jackson put, Mike at the Super Bowl show. Mike did some shit. That nigga popped out the motherfucking ground like type shit. You know what I'm saying? They had his ass pop up. Bam, he was there. Like that was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? I was younger. We were younger, but
This was rap though.
right,
This was rap, and I want to say R&B. I said R&B, rap R&B with Mary J. Blige.
right, right.
That what makes it different. Because that was like the first totally rap or hip hop orientated halftime show. A
True,
lot of times they go for more pop or rock type things, but that year it was focused on rap. So
true,
that's what made it historic.
true. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Um, Jumping into some
Wish
topics,
Tupac
man.
was around for that.
Yo, I think
Hmm.
come on,
Yeah,
hands
that would be epic there.
hands down, Pac would have probably had the best, you know what I'm saying? The best Super Bowl show of a lifetime. I don't care who
all
comes after,
time.
you know what I'm saying? Of all time. Like Big LA say, of all time. You know
You
what I
get
mean?
man. Listen, look. You could have Snoop, Dre, Eminem, Game, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Nas, Jay Z, and it still wouldn't amount.
Facts. Facts.
I felt they should have included some Bay Area artists. Me personally, I would have included Too Short. You know, I would include a
E-
Too Short in that some kind of way. Because it's a California thing.
E-
That's just my
E40.
personal opinion. Not saying that. Yeah, E40 also. Not saying it wasn't a good performance by what they did. It was great, amazing. But I would have added, shout out to the Bay. Too Short being, Too Short's known worldwide, just like them guys. E40 also.
Too Short can't say bitch on the Super Bowl.
Shit.
Man, hey, if you can
Yo,
get on TV now,
Hey,
get
that's
weed,
not gonna
you
go
telling
at
me
the
you can't say the
F.60,
B
man.
word?
I'm sorry.
I agree
It's
with
not gonna
Taurus.
go.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with Taurus on that one. He couldn't got off with the
He could
bitch.
have he could have did blow the whistle. He could have did blow the whistle.
And what else?
Oh
And what
no,
after that?
no, 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 no. Mamas in the stands get to twerking, son. They kids get to looking at them wild. They husbands talking about who is this?
It sure
Hundred P,
would have
you know,
changed
like
the
I know,
whole
it'd have been all
atmosphere.
bad, all bad,
That's
all
crazy.
bad.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Uh,
That's like them letting Nelly perform and him performing tip drill. Come on now,
I mean,
cheerleaders on the field twerking and shit.
yeah, but I think Short would have brought out a little bit of different of a ratchet if he would have hit him with.
Boy,
You know what I'm saying? If he would have hit him with that, that would have been a little bit of a different ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
What's my favorite
Hey, but
word?
you know what?
You know what I'm saying? You
Hey,
know what I'm saying? For real.
real talk. They gotta cater to the people that support these. I was just telling my wife this the other day, real quick, before you go into that the topic situation. I was
Mhm.
telling my wife the other day, these NFLs, NBAs, they gotta show love to the peoples in the what they call the hoods, and I'm talking about the poverty areas in their eyes, because those are the bigger supporters of these teams. You know what I'm saying? You don't see rich people buying all this merchandise and stuff like that for these teams. You see people who are in the hoods going to public schools buying all the shoes that, oh, these are the LeBrons, the Jordans. You know what I'm saying? They buying all these. They buying all the memorabilia, the shirts, the jerseys, the kids out here Laker Clipper shorts. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I say that to say this: most of the people who live in them hoods, they will never be able to afford to go to none of these games. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy. Like, people got to look at it like that.
You know, they did say, while we on the topic, they said these Super Bowl tickets were ridiculously expensive. Like I'm talking like ridiculously, like,
$6,500.
and
That's
bro,
that's
cheap.
it's the
That's on the cheap
nosebleeds is
end.
10 bands, bro.
No,
Nosebleeds is
that's nosebleed.
nosebleed.
10 bands for the nosebleed section.
That's wild.
Hey,
You
they
know what I'm
lowered the
saying?
price. They lowered the price by 1,000. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the people who support these teams the whole year. Like, come on now. Me being a Texan fan, like, Texans ain't really won shit in the last 3-4 years, and we've been supporting them. Like, we've been spending our little hard-earned dollars buying little stuff. It supports the team and stuff like that. But
Mm,
if they made it to the Super Bowl and we wanted to go, we wouldn't even be able to enjoy a team that we fucking support because of the price of the tickets, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
that's true.
Super Bowl is
That's
a corporate event.
mm,
You know,
Am
many
I gonna
corporations they
pay my
use it.
rent? Am I gonna pay my rent for the next 3 months? Or am I gonna take this one shot to go to the Super Bowl and sit in the nosebleed? Hell no.
mm.
10 bands just for the game. I mean, you're gonna spend way more than that.
That ain't counting food,
Right.
Parking.
merch, parking,
Housing. You know what I'm saying? You got to count all that shit, like the hotel room, gas.
flights if you flew in. Man,
Yep.
listen, you spend a good 20 bands just going to sit in the nosebleed section and barely see the game.
Yep.
That's, that's
Or
crazy.
you
Exactly.
could or you could spend 200, get you some food, sit at the crib, and see every play, every player, and not miss nothing.
And this is why I
It's
say,
already ridiculous being in Vegas.
yeah,
Shit,
it
they
is.
say they say right now. I seen a clip on the internet, man. They show somebody went to I want to say AMPM or something, and they were buying a regular bottle, a little, the plastic bottle of Pepsi and a bottle of water. It came up to $23.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
That's
sick
fucking
right there.
crazy. Yeah,
Supply
that's
and demand, because they know you're not finna leave the
That
stadium
must be
and
on the
get nothing,
strip
because they
too.
not gonna let you in with nothing.
it's got to be on the strip.
No, this
I
yeah,
agree with
Yeah,
you.
that's on the strip.
this is out on the strip somewhere. Like
Yep.
the whoever posted the video, she was saying some shit like, a good thing she got a rich dude she with. That motherfucker paid 20. I might well say $25 for a bottle of water and a damn Pepsi. in Vegas. Not saying Pepsi charges that much, but these store owners out there, they jacking up the prices for this event.
That's ridiculous. You know,
Yeah.
for people to be getting over on people like that, that is y'all need y'all ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen, I guess they figure, if you can get away with it, why not? Right? Like, where else you gonna go? You gonna drive off the strip into a fucked up, you know what I'm saying, poverty neighborhood, possibly get robbed, you know what I'm saying? Or you go get this Pepsi and this bottle of water right here while you near to where you trying to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's sad.
Fuck all that. I'm gonna take my
Jump
chances.
my
I'm
ass
gonna
in an
go into.
Uber.
I'm gonna go into
Yep.
that ghetto.
Take my chances.
Hey, I'm gonna go into that. I'm gonna go to that ghetto. Like hell, we all grew up or live in hood shit. Hell, talk about like I'm scared to go to the hood to the little local shit. I'm just going there, mind my business, walk in, walk out. Hell,
Take me
Hey,
to the grocery store. I know they got a grocery store in here for the
there
low.
you go. There
Take
you
me
go.
to the grocery store.
There you go. And you might be able to get a case of water,
Yeah, you're
and
gonna pay normal prices. It's a grocery store. They
maybe
not
it's
charging the locals that type of shit.
right,
You
right,
in the tourist area,
shit.
you getting
I wouldn't be
suckered.
surprised.
What?
right. You say you wouldn't be surprised. What, P? What you talking about?
I wonder, yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at these stores. You know what I'm saying? Especially some of these mom and pop stores. I mean, hell, uh, these local stores, even if they're part of a big chain, they can jack up the prices. That's just like now. Look in LA. So you can go to one store. We got a popular chain of stores out in LA. It's some similar to like y'all Fiesta down there in Houston. But you can go to one in this area and the price of eggs is $2.97 for a dozen. You go to this other one, it's $5 a dozen. So I think the stores just make their own prices up.
I
That's
don't know
fucking
about that.
It's
That
the
sounds
area, just like
bullshit.
rent and cost of house.
that's fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the cost of living though, man, nowadays. Like I said, I hope whatever happens that it's a good game. It ain't like no blowout, like 21 to nothing by halftime. You know what I'm saying? I hope this shit is worth, even though I ain't paying for it, and I'll be watching it from the comfort of my own home. That is it's a game. Um, I got a good topic, man, to bring up this week, man. This brother here, y'all know him as a comedian.
Lil Duval.
Lil Duval. Exactly. He said,
Seen them
you
before in the
never
air.
want you never want to be a woman's first good man.
He ain't never lied.
Um, Let me ask y'all, what do you brothers feel about, that comment in particular that he made?
Well,
I,
I think it
I
may
mean, did
be
he
some truth
personally
in that too.
experience something about that or what?
Well,
I think he coming from the perspective you got a hoe and she used to be a hoe, but you don't want to be the first good man that she get because she don't know how to treat a good man. She's gonna
or,
try to play you like she play
Real talk.
everybody else.
or you caught
mm,
So
one of them women that
after she
claim they've been through
realized what she
everything.
lost, then the next good man she might appreciate. But that first one, she's gonna play games with because she still think that she got it going on and she in control.
mm. So you saying that guy is
And real
subject to be?
talk.
Go ahead, go ahead.
No, my bad. I got a delay on my end, but like I say, like real talk. I agree with Taurus, man. That's a good example. You get one of these chicks who want to change her life. She's been hoeing her whole life. Then she get a good man that might take her, give her what she wanted, what she looking for, or what the average woman is. She won't know how to treat him because the only thing she used to doing is pleasing a man, sexually. So yeah, man. I mean, I agree with him. Not for all. You can't say that for all, but in
No,
certain a lot of
okay.
situations, yeah,
I mean,
So I mean, I agree with what Tars was saying. It's coming from LA and a place where you see a lot of ratchets. You go to the east side, no offense, but that's where you see a lot at, just like the west. But it's like if they you hear a lot of them say, "Oh, I want a good man. I want a motherfucker that make this amount of money, that do this, that, and that, and that." Okay, how are you going to keep that type of guy?
Eventually,
Yeah,
she's gonna try to take advantage of that guy. Oh, he's a sucker. Oh, he's too nice. She's used to the dude who treats her like trash. She don't know how to be
Yeah, he's
treated
soft because
like
he
a
ain't gang
lady.
banging and shit.
He's soft, right? She's viewing him as soft.
mm, real shit. Big LA, man.
Not knowing that's the thing that could change her motherfucking life.
Yep.
Oh, and that's you know what? You don't necessarily have to be a ratchet. You could just be a female that caught fucked up dudes all your life and catch that one right one and run him off with toxic traits from your previous relationship.
True.
But that would be their fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you tend to you hear. I mean, this is vice versa too. You hear a lot of men and a lot of women blame they back past relationships. Oh, that men ain't shit, or dudes that say women ain't shit. Like no, sometimes you got to blame yourself because it's the type of person you're attracted to. Maybe you got to get out of that comfortability level, and maybe it'll change your thought process because you're not going. You won't find that man you really want sticking with the same guy you used to fucking with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's like a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? Because you know, the saying of what he's saying is you never want to be a woman's first good man. Like maybe you could teach her something, right? Like maybe it's something into it, but at what sacrifice does that man take by being the first guy, you know what I mean, to come into her life and not on no fuck shit, not on no bullshit, and demonstrate, what a real stand-up guy's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like he's vulnerable to being fucked at the end of the day, like Taurus and Hunted P say. You know what I mean? And Big LA made a good point. Like, you know what I'm saying? They may not know when they got a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. I
You
think it
blame,
could go
you
both
blame that
ways.
on being taught at home.
Right, right. I think it could go both ways. Like, um, we all know dudes that have, messed over good women. You know what I'm saying? Uh, at some point in time and another, they may not have known, what the fuck they was doing. They didn't know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and it becomes a conflict of interest. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time she's gone, and now this nigga runs into like a regular ratchet ass bitch that can't even cook a pot of rice. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying?
But
And now you
but
got
all,
to
all she can do is fuck.
that's all she's capable of, or that brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's a sad situation, but when the brother said that, you know what I mean, I was like, damn, like never want to be a woman's first, good man. Like, is that something that, as a man that we should be worried about, like, especially in the black community? Is that something that we should be worried about? Is it too
As
far
far as
down the
what?
line? Is it too far down the line to where, it's not teachable? Like you can't mold the woman that you want. You know what I mean? Like, where does it get to that point?
How you gonna teach somebody hard work when they don't see you want to put in the hard work? You know what I'm saying? Like we came from an era like when we were young, you know that Rose, when we went like from fucking 9 to like 13 in that range, where the women who was in their 20s or from about 18 to 25 in the 90s, they was the ones talking that shit about fuck niggas get money, all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Then they end up having a kid by ballers that left this, that, and that. Now they raise daughters and sons. So what mind frame you think they have? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it earlier. It goes into teaching at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to teach somebody something that they going to use and being beneficial for them in their future if you teaching them the wrong thing? Because, like I say, they don't think about the time changing and evolving. That mind frame you had back in the day ain't gonna work. Like the hoes used to want to get pregnant by a baller back in the days. Now they want to have a sex tape with a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing to add on what you're saying, P, I think like say you mold the woman of how you want her to be, or you teaching her things, you know what I'm saying, to elevate her in life. And y'all end up separating and she go get that to the next nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
yeah, that happens.
I mean, that's life, man. That's just
I
life.
I've had that happen.
Some
mm,
things don't last forever.
Catch you a female. You dig what I'm saying? She done had goofies all her motherfucking life. Then you pop up, you a real one. You get proverbially kicked in the teeth off of her past shit.
mm, mm. Much love, Milo. Appreciate you for tuning in. Brother say he at work tonight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't mad at you. Get your money. Get your money, bruh. Get your money. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Hey,
Um,
hey, Rose. I got a quick comment for y'all. Diverting this real quick. Something I found interesting earlier that I want to get your opinion on.
speak on it, bro. Speak on it.
I told you earlier I look at a lot of research. It's one site I always go to. It's like Pew. It's Pew Research. They always say go to org research. They more accurate rather than the .coms and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, but we talk about this stuff a lot, like here, California, Texas, Arizona. About
Mm-hmm.
the border crisis, the minority crisis. So I said, let me get some numbers. And I was talking to some of my Hispanic friends, asking them how they feel about this stuff. Like for example, 2021. After Mexico and U.S., the countries with the largest unauthorized immigration population in the U.S. was El Salvador, India, and Guatemala in America.
Mm-hmm.
As of 6 months ago, is you can add to that list Africa, Asia, and Venezuela. You've been catching a lot of them come through the southern border also. I'm just saying that to say this. So I'm like, okay, if you see these numbers rising, so part of my partners who are Hispanic here, a lot of their families came here the legit way, through the real process. So I said,
Right.
through something I researched, man, I said, let me see how do a lot of the Hispanics feel about this. And it says about 44% of the Hispanics, overall 48% of adults here in America say illegal. This is the Hispanic community. Illegal immigration is a big problem in this country. Basically, since 2020, it's gotten worse. It says most Latinos say immigration system needs big changes. Now, don't quote me. You can go to PewResearchCenter.org and check this yourself. So I say that to say this: when a lot of people see on these social sites, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, a lot of the black people complaining about how come they're not getting certain needs, this, that, and that. And a lot of people say they're whining. Okay, it's not just the black people. You got a lot of different races of ethnicity of people here that are American citizens. Some born here, some became citizens who don't agree with what's going on also. So it's like black people being vocal get targeted rather than like what we spoke about, Rose. People got to stand up on what they believe in and speak out.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's because that's the easier way to point the blame, right? I think that's the easier way for people to pass judgment against my people, our people. You know what I mean? Or what are they complaining about, right? Like why do they have an issue with this, or why, you know, um the other day, while we speaking on this, there was, they got a group of people that's call themselves the Patriots. They were gonna go down to, the border armed, fucking armed. You know what I'm saying? And try to press their way, and they will.
Fort in
You know what I
Texas,
mean? Yeah. Do you know how ugly that can get? Like, imagine that.
like
How
Civil War.
ugly. Exactly.
You gotta think about this, bro. Texas is one of those states that have that self defense law. I did a little bit of research on
One of
that.
the many.
You're
Texas used
right.
to be its only. It used to be a country.
Mm.
Damn near. Well, yeah, you're right. I can't even say damn near.
Yeah, it was at one point.
I can't even say damn near it was.
Facts. Facts. Um, Taurus, man, what you down in Texas? What do you feel about like what Hunted P saying, like how people pass judgment against our people? You know what I'm saying? Because of our concerns about what's going on down there at the border.
I mean, in my opinion, it's all political. Neither party is going to do nothing about the border.
Mm-hmm.
They have found a topic which appeals to a large base or constituents, and so they have chose to focus on this topic in an effort to get votes. But I don't believe whoever gets in office is not going to change anything. The
It ain't up to
border will
them. It's
not
up to the
have a
American
wall.
people to wake up.
The border will not have a wall because America does not want the border to have a wall. They want this cheap labor coming in which they can utilize, but at the same time they try to appeal to the opposites by saying, "Oh, we have to do something with the border," but they're really just being hypocrites. And that's what I really believe.
That's just one border. That's just one border we talking about. I mean,
Nobody walking
we
across
got two
Canada
major
is
borders.
nobody walking
Well, I was
across
just no. That's
Canada.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
we don't hear about nobody walking across Canada. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying they have a crisis up there. I don't know. I didn't really do no research on that myself. But you really don't hear about it every time you look on the news here in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California. You hearing something about at the border. But I'm like, damn, we got two major borders here. You don't hear shit about the Canadian border. It's the same thing going on up there. I'm pretty sure it is. Not like the southern border.
No, I think it's probably different because it's probably harder to get into Canada to migrate
Yeah, because a
to the
lot of these
U.S.
countries don't like cold weather.
And that's a good question. Why don't we hear about more cases, at the northern border compared to the southern border? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's happening, like, well, why is it not like televised as, the southern border is? Every day we turn on the news. Yeah, we passing a bill, some, whoopty whoop, wop wop, whatever. You know, um, bipartisan agreements, getting along with this shit, like, yo, we need to cease this. You know, why is it that we don't hear about it at the northern border? Do you feel like, it's an agenda?
It's mostly people of color.
Mm,
I think it's the Mexicans and, like I say, people from other countries coming in, and
mm,
they paint a target on their back,
mm,
and they don't want them. There's a large portion of America who don't want them here anyway.
mm.
So they
You muted, brother. You muted. You muted. Unmute yourself.
oh, my bad.
It's that
There you
Yeah,
damn
go.
Ripple pear wine.
what you say?
That nigga say he off that ripple. He say he over there off that
Look, I
ripple.
don't even know what the fuck Ripple is. Shit.
Good
That's
old
what
pear
Fred Sanford
wine.
used to drink.
Oh
See,
shit.
yeah, that's what
That,
Fred Sanford used to drink.
that Wild Hours Rose. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
Yeah. I
But I
feel it.
just imagine that the
Hey,
people
hey,
coming from Canada probably look like them. So it's
Mhm.
not a problem.
yeah, I agree with you on that. And it's kind of going piggybacking on what I was saying earlier a little bit. Like you get tired of hearing that. A lot of people you see it online. A lot of different races of people saying black people are whining. They already trying to take the history out of being taught in the schools here because it would really show other people that what the black race have done for a lot of people to being able to come here and being able to survive. It's a lot of bills that were put in place for us after slavery that was to benefit us. Now it's being used benefit for a lot of other people and used against us. we can't even utilize this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these bills were put in place for us because of the work we done. Now, this has nothing to do with hatred towards anybody else at all. This is just a common fact that it's like, damn, I posted a video on my TikTok. You know, you had a guy, he's in Boston. He went to a city council meeting because Boston is housing migrants there, giving them $900 a month free housing. You reading the comments saying, yeah, some people saying you even seeing them with cars and driving and stuff like that, waiting on a court date, which could be 2 years from now. And he was saying, man, I work 40 hours a week and I'm fucking homeless.
Mm.
You know, you know, I'm a black man living here. I pay my taxes. I'm not in no trouble. I can't get none of this support. But you bring people here and give them all this shit when I can barely live here. And he said, man, I'm working 40 hours. I'm fucking homeless. What kind of stuff is this? So, I mean, that's why I tell you, you got to look at the big picture. Like I told you, Rose, you know, as a general, it's not about race. You just got to speak out. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. You got a lot of
Yeah, I
people
agree.
sitting back, not saying anything when they don't realize that like real shit, even in the movement back in the day, we it wasn't just us. You know, you had different races of people behind Dr. King also. So you know what I'm saying? Like if it's right, speak up. If it's wrong, you got to speak up.
You know what I have a problem with while we speaking on this? I noticed that, you know, not only in, California schools, but here as well. Um, and it's prevalent that, we are currently in Black History Month, you know. Today was like the year of the dragon, for China or whatever. That shit was celebrated at majority of these schools. Valentine's Day. You walk through the halls, you got hearts and all the stuff regarding Valentine's Day. You go through most of these schools, there's it seemed like it's diminished to speak on Black history, as if it's almost being muffled. I have a problem with that personally. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, our history is definitely an important, importance in, American history, but it seems like, we're kind of like diminished. It's not celebrated as much. Um, I'm not gonna ask y'all why do y'all think that is,
Well,
because
you got
we
to
all
blame a lot of the black people.
mm, why you say that, P? Speak on it, bro.
You got to. I mean, you got to. And only reason I say that because my wife and I, we are very active in our kids' school life. Could we be more active? Yes, you could. You can never be overactive, involved in your kids. But we see a lot of people of all different races who have kids at these schools that our children go to that they don't get involved at all. And I say that to say this: when we do get involved, it may be us and maybe one or two other black parents there amongst probably 20 other parents. I won't even say Hispanic. I can't tell you what they are, but they're not black.
Mm,
So a lot of people wonder why a lot of stuff goes on in these schools because a lot of these parents won't even show up. They rather drop their kid off, especially for those parents who got about 8 or 9 of them. You know what I'm saying? They rather drop all their kids off to school, go home, chill, do what they got to do, rather grocery shop, blow a blunt, enjoy a fade. You know what I'm saying? Rather than get involved and stop complaining about, damn, I wonder why they didn't have this Black History Month program. And to piggyback off you saying what you were saying real quick, Ro. Um, Dr. King birthday, right after his birthday, everything was down in these LAUSD schools.
mm,
Everything that they had up for him, all kind of pictures and poems for his birthday, which should still stay up because when we were in school, they stayed up after Black History Month.
facts,
So
facts.
a lot of that stuff was down. You're right. A lot of the stuff in these schools are representing Valentine's Day and the New Year, Chinese New Year. You don't see anything
Mhm.
about Black History Month, and if it is, it's probably the like it's just Dr. King again. Somebody they just had your class do a project on a couple weeks ago. Do it again for Black History Month. They don't know about nobody else.
Right. Let me ask you, what do you think? How can we fix this? Is it fixable? Taurus, is it fixable? Do the parents need to go up to the schools and voice their opinions? About the situation. Big LA. Do you think you know this is something that should be protested against? What y'all feel about it?
I mean, if they wanted to change,
To
yeah,
be
the
honest,
parents.
the parents can go and say everything up and down sideways that they need to and put up the fight. It's up to the city and the state to hear their fight.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, the people inside the
It don't.
school
It
have to
don't. It
listen
don't.
to the people
It don't work
outside the
like
school.
that
You
though,
get me?
Big LA. Not,
If they want the curriculum to change, the parents are going to have to approach the school board and put pressure on the school board to implement these changes.
Mm.
So it's going to take
well, it's not.
concerted
It's not
I
effort.
about
say it
the.
go.
It's not about
I
the.
feel it go that way. I feel it
Go
go
ahead.
that
I mean, it's
way
not about the curriculum
because at the
altogether.
end of the day, true.
I mean, it is the curriculum. If it's something that you want taught, that's part of the curriculum.
I remember.
Oh well, I mean, I understand what you're saying. Like as far as the curriculum being taught, like I'm just saying that in general, like a lot of stuff that goes on with the districts, a lot of programs, stuff that's not really involved in the curriculum, just stuff that they base off of events like Black History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, because we see that in Los Angeles a lot. A lot of schools you see that it's going on right now. A lot of stuff is being put up of Hispanic Heritage Month already, and Black History Month. And I got kids in school now. You see that already, and I'm like, it's nothing wrong with people want to display their heritage, but it's like, come on, man. It's like people are pushing Black history out because Black people don't give a fuck about what's going on. Let's be real. A lot of Black people want to sit up
Well,
and
you gotta
talk
look at
about this,
some of the
that, and that,
areas
this, that, and
also.
that. They don't voice their opinion.
it
Yeah.
definitely
I mean,
seems
yeah. Some of the air. I
Like
put it to you like this.
like Honey
Um,
P. I'm in like I'm in Bakersfield. I'm in Bakersfield. Keep it 100. How many parents
yeah.
gonna go to the school board in Bakersfield about Black History Month?
he
Thank you,
got a
Taurus.
point.
Thank you, Taurus.
He got a
That's all
point.
I need to
I
hear.
mean,
Thank you, Taurus.
Yeah.
hey, no, hey, no, hey, just no, hey, well, hey, I mean, look, I say, hey, no offense, Taurus is in Texas, but just the same amount as the Black parents who went to the Calabasas school district and demanded that the Black curriculum be taught in a heavily popular, like upscale, rich area, and they're teaching it there. So you mean to tell me that it can't be done nowhere else? It's power in numbers. You get a certain amount of people to show up in numbers with the same agenda for the positivity of the students, and it's gonna pass. And that's what I'm trying to say. If you show up and voice your opinion, they have to hear you. People don't show up. That's like these local city council
Okay.
meetings. People don't show up. You got some that's right down the street at the parks where you live at. People don't show up and say nothing, but they will get on social media and talk the same shit, but won't say it to the people they can say it to that will actually hear them and possibly change what you want to be changed.
I think it's power and money.
And
Mm,
thank you.
It's
mm.
Them
power and
people in
money.
them rich, them people in them upper scale communities,
Calabasas has money. They have
they're
influence. They
preaching
can.
what they're preaching and going and fighting for what they fighting for their own personal in game goal.
Well, no. I mean, it's power and money. Yeah, it's always power and money. But like, I always got to give reference back to Judy Burton. She started Alliance Public Charter Schools in L.A. because she said the Black community were undermined in education. They were last in everything. She started this charter community, which is probably one of the biggest charter school districts, well, charter schools in L.A. behind a few others. This is as of like a few years ago, last time I checked. But
Mhm.
this was mainly because of some of the stuff we were talking about. So did she go with by herself, or she had a handful of people that went with the same agenda? You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't it did it take money for her to get this done? No, it took voice, it took power, taxpayers. Because believe it or not, we as Black people, we spend the most money in America. These are statistics you can pull up on your own. You know what I'm saying? So why do you think every time it come down to election, they come to the black community for our help?
We spend the most money on what? On fraud,
Bullshit.
bullshit.
It doesn't say
Bullshit.
it doesn't say what. It doesn't say what,
Yeah,
but
because
the black dollar.
we're
I
the
think the black
primary
dollar
consumers.
we the prompt name
We're
black
primary
the black
consumers of
dollar is
things
spent
we
the
shouldn't be
most.
buying.
Black the black dollar is spent the most outside of its own community in the United States. We are the only race that spend money on everything rather than shit on in our own community. Why do you think a lot of these people from other countries come to this country? They get these loans and they open up restaurants in the what community? Do you
Their
see
own
do you
communities.
see somebody coming from no, you don't. Well, I mean, probably down there, but you come in the black neighborhood, you don't see one soul food spot in the black neighborhood. Where's the closest soul
Right.
food spot at in the black neighborhood in LA? It ain't
Mm,
no, it ain't a mile away. It ain't walking distance.
mm.
But
But
I think
Milo,
as a race, we don't
let's
support
really
each
talk
other.
about it.
Because look, if you take, for example, the Chinese people, you go into a Chinese area of town, especially here in Texas, like Chinatown, their whole community is within a bubble. They support each other. They don't even have to go outside of that community for anything, period. Everything they need is within that community.
Mm.
Same thing for the Hispanics. They don't need to go outside. But black people, we don't have that same bubble. We have to go outside for everything we do. We're buying from somebody else. We're not supporting each other. It's not like a
We didn't always have to.
microcosm. Do what?
We didn't always have to. Real
No,
talk.
we didn't
And I said
always
this
have to.
before.
No, yeah, we did not. Yeah, that's true.
Hey,
No, it was not always like that.
real talk.
But that's what it is
We didn't
now.
always have to. Hey, well, now, but speaking from experience that I went through the riots in LA, 1992 riots, there were a lot of stores owned by black people. There was a lot of stores owned by black people. After the riots, they still own them properties. The stores was burnt down. They had investors come in offering so much money. Now, maybe the store, just example, was probably worth 100,000 back in 92. They offered them 350,000. My question to the people who may have been in a situation like that, who had property in California, who were black, who ended up selling, moving down south, Mississippi, Arkansas, Alabama, Texas, Louisiana, how many of them niggas had to go back to work within the last 10 to 15 years after they sold that establishment?
Oh yeah. I mean, it definitely wasn't. That money was definitely not used. To be honest, people might have been on, went on vacations and shit. It wasn't used to invest into something, future wise to continue to grow. I
At
would
all.
agree with. I would agree with that.
At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Well, it's a mindset
I
At
thing.
feel
all.
like I feel.
Them niggas,
Go ahead. I
most of
feel
them
like
niggas in California, once they sold, no, but like you say, we had the power. We had the power. That's what I'm saying. Like we always say, oh, they take this, that, and that. We had the power. A lot of these other races who come here, who do you think they learn from? Well, they see what we used to do. How many people, shit, my grandma, for example, how many people moved from the South back in the 60s to California from Louisiana and stayed on the east side, bundle up in houses with each other till they got on their good foot? Who you see doing that nowadays? Where you think they got it from?
There's too much confusion. There's too much beef in the community for people to even be able to, your cousin can't sleep on the couch no more. You know what I'm saying? Your auntie and her two kids
I
can't
think it's
sleep on
fear.
the couch no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's honestly it's confusion. We trained and I watched that I'm not sure if y'all seen it, but I watched that interview with Monique, with Shannon Sharp, and she broke down some shit. One of the
Yep.
things I caught from it, she said, that we're trained, we're conditioned, was her words. We're conditioned to act that way towards us, right? Like it's almost as if like, you
Crabs in
hate,
a bucket.
huh?
Crabs in a bucket.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Yogi Loco, I appreciate you, champ. I appreciate you. That's what it is. You know what I mean? And it's sad at the end of the day, when we really think about it, like we need each other, man. We really do need each other. But every person that's tried to get us in the right direction was either assassinated or they threw him in jail. Either or, so
Killer Mike.
when you feel what I'm saying? How does a man win 3 Grammys in one night and then get arrested on the same night? How does that
People
happen?
didn't even know he had a fucking album out.
Exactly. And he sort of flew under the radar. I look at stuff like that, like that's the privileged. I'm not gonna say white America or none of that. I'm gonna say that's the privileged, taking advantage of the underprivileged, which is the minorities, majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? Um, Families ain't being raised in households no more. These kids is being raised in apartments. You know what I'm saying? That's their community.
On
Apartments.
the blade.
You know what I'm saying? On the blade, near a park, near somebody's set, don't matter where you go in America. Like with that type of mentality and that type of training, that shit, you set up for failure all day long, man. All day long. It's like our youth is set up for failure. So, you know, along with trying to battle, the workforce, or, uh law enforcement, or, like we got so many things stacked up against us, man. So many things. And it's like, damn, when will we ever catch a break? Will we catch a break?
We got we got to start believing in ourselves again.
Mm,
When we stop competing with ourselves and we stop putting fear into our own community. That's the
mm.
real reason why it's not a lot of black businesses in our
Like real
community
shit.
because depending on what area you're from or where you're coming from, it's a certain target on your back. Just
I
like
think
they
we have
did that show Black Ink.
People don't look.
Them boys couldn't successfully open their shop because the neighborhood didn't give them permission to. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. I remember seeing that. That was in like Compton or something like that. I remember seeing that. They got
Yep.
pressed
And then
because
he had to have he paid the city to have his own place of business and still had to have a conversation with the neighborhoods in the area to make sure it was okay for him to provide for his family.
I'm sure.
A lot
That's
of
just
people
like
see that and like, well, why the fuck am I wasting my
that's
time?
just like Denzel Washington training day. They say Denzel went to the. Hey, they say Denzel went to the guys in the jungles, and ask them, can he film over here? You know what I'm saying? I mean, he went through the same process. Some people could say showing respect to the neighborhood, which I mean, hey, okay, you appreciate, but that's what I say. When are we gonna get back to the real morals of life? Some people, like we say this all the time. I said it on a few shows ago. Some people honor the street code more than the real code of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's kind of fucked up because somebody will label you as a snitch. Somebody will break in your damn house. You call the police. They show up. You give information, and the people will label you as a snitch. Ain't that crazy?
I mean, that's again, we've been like Monique said, we've been conditioned all these years to think that way. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just sad all around, man. I hope my brothers and sisters, can get, the shit. And, shout out to the ones that's out here that's actually trying to make a change. Cause I see it, but it's not enough of us. You know what
They
I'm
get
saying?
overlooked.
It's not, yeah, exactly. They get overlooked, you know. Um, yeah, man. I got one more topic before we get up out of here. Uh Matter of fact. I was hoping Milo would have been here tonight.
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah, I'm sure you
no.
were hoping he would have been.
Yo, hey,
Oh no.
I was hoping Milo would have been here
Yeah,
because he gave me a story about
yeah.
two,
Look,
3
I'm
weeks.
sure he'd have something to say about that one.
You know what I'm saying? So this is a shout out to Milo. They finally releasing it. It's gonna be on March 21st on Hulu. Freaknik, the wildest party never told. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I hope hey, listen, I hope I don't see the brother. If I do see him,
Taurus
I
was
hope
there.
No, I was not.
Taurus.
Yeah.
You was there, man?
No, I never attended Freaknik. That was kind of a little bit before my time, but I was kind of like still in high school when that was popping off.
You heard about it though.
Yeah,
You heard
I was hearing about it, right. I heard about it.
okay. Let me ask you, what was some of the wildest shit you heard about it? Like, at your time. I know you didn't go there, but what was some of the wildest shit you heard about it at your time?
Basically,
The
shit,
butt
girls
chugging
naked in
bitches.
the street. You might see somebody fucking or something out in public. It's just basically it's just raunchy, man. It's anything go down. It remind me of like we used to have something similar here, the Kappa Beach party.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So everybody would go down to Galveston, girls out walking in their bikinis, they twerking, and they might flash you. Guys bringing out their cars, rolling down the seawall. It was
Mm-hmm.
nice, like a 3-day event,
Mm.
and people from all
I was
over
there in
Texas would come
'98 on
down there to
Blade.
that. Do what?
I
What
said
you
I
say
was
about
there
the
in
day?
'98, man. I said I was there in
What were
'98
you?
rolling on
What were
Blades,
you?
man.
13? Shit.
Say that nigga was still wet.
Like, what were you?
So
13
that's
in
the new
'98?
Freaknik, huh?
He said that nigga was wet, still wet behind the
Get
ears,
you. You don't know nothing about that.
man. Real for real.
You don't know about that, man. You gotta look it up. Look it up.
For real, man. We
What'd you
reached
say?
that
The
moment.
fucking Taurus, there were needles everywhere.
Hell no.
That's
I don't know what type of parties you be going to. Shit. You be in some dope fiend ass shit.
Man, he be going to boy,
You
New
be in
Age
some dope
Freaknik. Let
fiend
him tell
ass
it.
shit.
What the fuck?
yo, you know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Hey, listen, man, we reached that hour mark in this motherfucker, man. Y'all trying to pod tomorrow, man? Y'all down with it, man? A Saturday night special edition. You know what I'm saying? Y'all with it?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
with you.
down,
I ain't got nothing
man.
going on. Shit, I'm here.
Easy call.
Taurus said he was gonna
Y'all
have
know.
nothing but a shot of tequila and a blue pill.
Nah, don't put that on him. Hold on, nigga.
What the fuck?
Don't put
A
that on.
shot of tequila and a blue pill, so hopefully I'm not by myself then.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
shit. Wait a minute, man.
What the fuck?
Y'all niggas is crazy this evening, man.
Oh shit.
You know
Hey,
what? Look. I'll tell him like this. Don't take the blue pill until she at your house. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
wait a minute, man. What the
What the fuck?
Hey, what
yo?
you say? Hey, Big LA. Then when she take that motherfucker, she say it's that time of the month. Then what Too Short say? We said earlier, you came to this bitch with a maxi pad. Bitch, you going home in a taxi, yeah?
Shit, that sound
I
like some
can't with y'all, man.
shit. Man. Y'all niggas crazy. Y'all niggas
That's
crazy.
what Taurus gonna tell her. What you think, Taurus?
What the fuck was that? Y'all niggas.
No, look, what I'm gonna tell is something I'm not gonna say here.
What the
He say he ain't gonna speak on it, nigga.
Boy.
Not on camera. We catch you back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on that on camera.
Not on duty.
hey,
Not
hey,
on
Not
hey,
duty.
hey,
on
Not
duty.
on duty.
Not on duty.
hey, what you
Yeah.
say? Rose, you got to show him some respect. You already said he was close to Radical Mike's age, and Radical Mike won on 71.
See, hey, listen. I
What
wasn't
the
even.
fuck was
I wasn't
that?
even
Oh,
trying to
see,
bring
here
that
you go.
up, but here
Here
he
you
go.
go.
He threw that.
Oh man.
He threw that back up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all know how
Hey,
we
what you
do it.
say? That motherfucker said You the closest one, man. I said, damn, that nigga said Taurus close to 70 years old, man.
Shit. Look, Milo closer than me. Shit.
We might have to just. I said.
Hell, Milo
Oh
closer than
no,
me.
I told y'all
see.
I didn't want Big Brother Milo to put them paws on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Taurus might give him a square run for his money and have a little bit of compassion on him. You know what I'm talking about? That's why I said that. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Line it up how you line it up. Don't fuck with them horizontals, though, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we gonna say. Uh,
Hey,
hey,
Taurus
listen,
said he'll
man.
beat the shit
It's
out of
another
Radical Mike.
blessing.
I came with y'all, man. Here y'all
Look,
go,
that's
man.
elderly abuse, man. Don't try to get me in that shit. I ain't beating up old men. Got me going to jail talking about abusing the elderly.
Allegedly. That's what we gonna say. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Uh,
Look,
All
hey,
he
my,
gonna do is go
my
plot
work
about somebody.
too.
we gonna go around this panel, man. We gonna see y'all tomorrow night, man, for sure. We gonna pod again. You know what I'm saying? This is the 60th episode, Super Bowl weekend edition. I personally want to thank my brothers for getting down with me, Taurus, Hunted P, Big LA, standing in the paint, man. We try to bring the truth here. We try to talk, something that needs to be discussed in our communities. Some of you may agree with it, some of you may not. It don't matter. Getting these damn comments, tough shit, right? Uh, Before we get up out of here, man, we like to go around the panel every week, man. 100p, man, get the people some news they can use, my brother.
I mean,
Yep.
you got to look at stuff from all angles, but really, like, look at stuff from then and now. What's the difference between back then and now? Like, look at employment, look at the jobs. You're still being treated like shit. Major jobs, paying you pennies, but ignorant niggas bragging about jobs, talking about, oh, I'm working 16 hours, but still before the day before payday, they broke waiting for that payday. You know what I'm saying? You got working
Mm,
people out here now complaining about, like we spoke about earlier, the migrant situation. You got people complaining about that. Why don't you go get on that government assistance that was put in place for the working man to help get by and maybe get ahead? You know what I'm saying? Instead of complaining about somebody. If that's the case, then shut up. But we just got to open up our eyes, speak up. You know what I'm saying? Be more aware. There's nothing wrong with you encouraging people who look like you to do better, because you see a lot of other races, people who encourage their own people to do good for themselves, which is good. You're supposed to enlighten and encourage people. So I say that to say this, you know what I'm saying? Avoid the bullshit, display the real shit, vocalize the real shit, avoid the dumb shit. Live life and try to help somebody. You can't help everybody, but try to help somebody.
facts, facts. Brother Taurus, man, get the people some news they can use this week, man, or to the next time they see us, man.
Oh shit. Well, life is like a book, and everybody got a different story. So don't worry about what the next man doing in his. Just read your own story, and you'll be much happier.
Mm, that's real. That's hella real. Damn, that's deep. I feel you, Taurus. Big LA, man, go ahead and take us home, man. Get the people some news they can use, champ.
Hey man, get to it. Look, check this out. The biggest fear is fear itself. And you gotta remember we was able to come together and do this one time before. Just remember that and we could do this again. Hey
Indeed, man.
man, the old head told me it ain't a old head told me you don't own it if your name ain't on one of the doors. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, but in between
Hey,
time, I
that's real
definitely
shit.
fuck with y'all.
Mm. That's real shit. Uh, I'd like to
Real
thank
fucking
everybody that
shit.
watched, this week, or should I say this episode, because we will be back tomorrow night, special Saturday night episode. We're gonna be bullshitting. Y'all know what we do. Um, I want to thank
What we gonna
again
get
every
into tomorrow, man?
I don't know. Whatever you want to. It don't even matter. You know, I may have, I may be a co-pilot tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna have Taurus run the show tomorrow night. What y'all talking about, nigga? Watch out.
No, let's not do that.
Taurus said, "Hey, Taurus said he gonna have a 1978 tuxedo on while he's sitting right there running the show."
I must go borrow yours.
He say no. Yeah, let's not do that. That's crazy, man. But real shit, man. Open up your mind, man. It's a lot going on in this world, man. It's a lot going on in this world. Be conscious and keep your head on the swivel. Don't fall for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we could do better as a community. So let's try to get to that. Peace, love, and hair grease to everybody that watched. Thank y'all for the ones that liked, comment, or even gave it a look. You know what I mean, on YouTube, Facebook. We definitely appreciate y'all. We're trying to take this channel to a whole nother level this semester, this year. Shout out to Hunted P, shout out to Taurus, shout out to Big LA, my brother. Shout out to Milo, man. I know he at work tonight, but shout out to Milo. Y'all stay blessed, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. What you say, Big Ken? Our kinfolk, you know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all tomorrow night, man. Y'all stay blessed.
Go to the DR.
Go to the DR, please. Hurry up, not now, but right now.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Be safe Super Bowl weekend. Don't be drinking and driving.
That part. You know what I'm saying? If you need a designated driver, I'm pretty sure Lyft is out there offering deals, Ubers, or somebody that may not be drinking. Please don't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen. That's bad for your health. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to deal with no tickets, none of that bullshit. Miguel in the building, brother. I appreciate you. Big LA said what up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for tuning in. We'll catch y'all tomorrow night, man. Y'all be blessed, and we'll catch y'all tomorrow night, man. We up out of here. Oops. My bad. Yeah. I'm the coldest motherfuckers, nigga, you ever wanna see. Huh? Swag on high. Colder than a motherfucker. Huh? Yeah. I'm the coldest motherfuckers, nigga, you ever wanna see. Huh? Swag on high. Colder than a motherfucker. Okay, Rose is back. I told these bitch niggas once they gon' fold a snap. Tryna be a boss, nigga, pockets bulge your fat. If I could touch 7 figures, then your life will rap. Hold up, Rose about to show up. Go ahead and pull up. Y'all niggas need to slow up. Yeah. Okay. Status quo when they checking in. Book a Rose 2, nigga, let the games begin. Circle small, don't fuck with no extra friends. So I won't lose out on no extra ends. And this knowledge over everything, bless the king. Yes. Yeah, I'm the king on the throne, never spread it thin. Yes. Yeah, I'm the coldest motherfucker when it's blessing them. And I be getting my dick sucked at the western end. Oh shit. I'm the coldest motherfuckers, nigga, you ever wanna